Look at this. So I'll try and explain why I have this game all of a sudden out of the blue as I go around. So basically, last week or 2 weeks ago, I was watching Tree actually, because he does his esports racing and all that. There was a bunch of races and stuff the other week, full-blown F1 tournaments, and there was a Le Mans 24 Hours virtual last week and a half ago. And I like woke up one day thinking, how good would those games be if there was one of these, a pod racing version? Because I knew that there was this game, there was a sequel that came after it, and they're like this, they're great. But they're like little arcadey games. But imagine if they had this, but like taken super seriously, a season, and customizing an engine from scratch, full spec'd out, like taken as seriously as any other racing sim. Think less Mario Kart and more like Gran Turismo. I would play the fuck out of that game. Damn right, it sounds incredible. You're right. Do you not think it would be so good? Like taken completely seriously? Because this I'm just holding down accelerate and I'm turning, and that's fine. The game is perfectly fun as a little arcadey thing, but as a full-blown racing sim, and you could still have it on Tatooine and all these different planets. God, I really want that game to exist. You could get the customization of all your engine shapes and all the things that make them unique and faster or sturdier for, when you're bumping into other people and all that. And then real life tournaments against real life people online. I'm just saying, it would be amazing. It would be interesting to see how different pod racers would react to different atmospheres. Yeah, being a racing simulator rather than just a little arcade game, you would have to accommodate that. I think that would be so good. Naboo would be tough after being on Tatooine. Exactly. So you would have to configure your engines knowing that Naboo is hot as hell. So you could face overheating issues if you push your engine too hard. But you go to Naboo, it's a bit more airy. It would be unique enough that it's something new for people to buy, but it still exists in a IP that already has fans. Here's EA's language. You then make it yearly. You then put out an update every single year, just like you do with Madden, just like you do with FIFA. Then, if they really want to, you make it compatible with steering wheels, and then you make it compatible in VR. I'm gonna write a pitch. I'm getting ready. I got legitimately hyped for a game that doesn't exist and isn't being made just now. And then, see, because that's fine, we're just bumping into each other, nothing's happening because this is a remaster of a game that's 20 years old. Imagine real damage, taking real damage. This thing on PS5, or, some stupid powerful PC, oh my god. Snow, very different atmosphere. Again, yeah, the opportunities are endless. How do I fit through here? Holy shit. The atmosphere thing is such a good point, because if you talk about preparing your tires for different weather conditions in an F1 game, you've got to deal with different planet conditions, and you wouldn't be picking characters like Lil Anakin Skywalker either. You would invent your own racer, invent how it looks, imagine what the carriage looks like, change the look of the engines, then your own paint job. It would just be about striking a perfect balance between keeping it Star Wars and having it not be cheesy in any way. But I think you could do it. I can't have been the first person to think of this though. Someone has thought to remake this game like this. They must have been thinking about properly making a sequel to this. But that's where my difference is, that it's not a sequel to this. It's an advancement of this. More or less Gravity 2, if they do the drift thing, that would impact the way each craft handles 100%. And you would have to accommodate for that in your actual driving skill too. You know what, actually, now that I think about it, to avoid having the game be so serious that it, takes potential sales away from the people who would like it to just be a bit of fun. Whoa, what's happening here? Just because I want a full-blown racing simulator doesn't mean that everyone does. So I guess have an arcade mode in it and just have it be this. Take away all the extra bits and bobs and you just got this, but it looks good and it's brand new and it sounds amazing and all that. Everyone wins.